Welcome to a very special edition of Clyde's Corner. On this episode, we're going to feature a company that manufactures a lot of different products like brooms, mops, brushes, military clothing, military tourniquets, but they have something that they do that's special. What they do that's special is that they have the blind and visually impaired working on a lot of these products. I was inspired by the stories that I heard of the people that are blind and partially blind working at Alphapointe, working on the products that we use every day. Hope you enjoy the stories as much as I did. Check it out. I spoke to Manny, who's full of energy and loves to smile. He lost his eyesight at 12 years old.
I take basically the first step where I pass the yarn through the machine, it cuts. I put, we call it tape, but it's different materials that we overlap the yarn. And we pass it through the sewing machine, put it on these trucks, and we let the other co-workers close it out and put it on the line. So basically I just do the first few steps of processing the mops.
Meet Colin, who's blind but walks really fast around the factory. He's a karate instructor, lost his sight at 12, and he works in the mops department.
Machine operator. I basically close the mops, put labels, and get stuff ready to ship.
I spoke to Sharon, who's an albino, who works in the sewing department, sewing military clothing.
I'm trimming the garments. It's the finishing, the finishing process. So then once they're trimmed, they're packed up and then they're sent out.
Next I met Joshua, who was recently blind after a couple of surgeries. He's recently married and he works in the plastic department making pilot relief bags.
Hi Joshua. How you doing? How are you?
I can complain. What are you?
What are you going to complain about? You're the happiest man going. You're still on your honeymoon, right?
No, not yet. You haven't sent me yet. Oh, I've got a lot of, now I'm peeling the black. Sometimes over there I have to put the wire over there. And I'm working machine number 1, number 2, number 3, and I do part or 2 over there.
Next I meet smooth voice Richard, and it's no surprise that he works at the call center. He's blind in one eye, and he's working on a project where he calls SUNY students after they sign up.
It was once we get a call or when a student is done signing up, we get a notification stating that they've signed up. And so what we do is we call the student when we get the notification, and we ask if they would like to schedule an appointment with a SUNY success coach.
Brittany was born with a hereditary disease where she has no vision in one eye. She went from receptionist to shipping to operating heavy equipment.
Every item we have has a UPC code on it, and we use it to scan them. And in the scanner, it tells us the item. For us in shipping, it tells us where it's located and how much the quantity is in the locations.
I met Daryl, who was born with a visual impairment, and he works as a machine operator in the broom department.
The process is called stitching. Each broom we make there are different stitches. Like this particular broom, use 3 stitches. One here, one in the middle, and one at the top.
Was I had arthritis at a very young age. I had juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, and as I got older, like the side effects was it can affect my vision. So from 12 to 13 years old, it just started to like deteriorate little by little. At first I had this condition called uveitis, which is basically the white blood cell attacking the retina and the eye. And then from there, once I got that calmed down, it started to mess with my nerves in the back of my eye, and I started to develop glaucoma. Glaucoma is really what kind of did me in.
Can I ask you how long you've been visually impaired?
Since the age of 12 and 85.
And how did that happen?
Allergic reaction to medication.
I have ocular albinism, and
What is that? What is that?
well, it's ocular albinism has to do with being albino and having problems with sunlight.
I got 3 surgery. The November 7, November 9, and November 14. They had to took it out the eyes. And this eye, they pull. I don't know what I have over there, but I don't see anything.
How long have you been visually impaired?
Since birth.
Is there a name for your visual impairment?
Retinopathy of prematurity.
Okay.
And with that is from what the doctors did to try and save my vision. I have no vision in my left eye, but low vision in my right eye.
Visual impairment, how long have you had it?
Since I was born.
And what is the visual impairment?
Retinitis pigmentosa, RP for short.
Chronic optic neuropathy is hereditary in my family. Usually just the men, but skipped a generation and then I ended up with it. For me, that means I could barely see out of my left eye.
Love it. Everybody needs brooms and I need a job, so I love it. Given my disability, I feel like I'm contributing to everyday life. Just making a simple room. I give it my 110% every time because as our motto is, quality is first. We have to have good quality. If we don't have good quality, then there's no Alphapointe, there's no job. Our contract, our customers, they'll go elsewhere. And I feel that our product is the best product.
I used to be the receptionist, and then shipping snatched me because I kept learning everything. So I came into shipping because I learned everything, and it helped out a lot. I went receptionist and then kind of admin work, and then I just picked up and started doing everybody else's stuff.
It feels good to help out with that. It feels really good. I understand, being a college graduate myself, I understand how a little, nerve-wracking, a little confusion, setting up and going into colleges can be, and being able to help them along with that process, it feels good to help with that.
I feel great because I love to work, I love to do many things at the same time. That means something for people feel different. I don't feel, if I don't do anything, I feel bad, sad, like I will die. But if I do something, I feel great, happy.
I have a little pride in it because I have a family in the military, so it's a nice part to play. And yay, America!
How did it feel?
No, it's great. I've been out of work for a while, so just getting back into it, was very exhilarating, basically. I've gone into stores and I've seen these mops, but I never thought I would be making them. So it's great because I use mops a lot. I do my own bathroom and kitchen floors.
Being able to just work in general, regardless, especially with pay, it just makes it a whole lot better. Being able to wake up every morning, having a schedule, doing work from 7:30 to 4. It's just great being able. It makes you. And I hate to use this word because sometimes it can come across offensive, but it feels great to feel normal. And I hate to use that sense because I know people can get offended, including myself, but it feels great to be normal.